So welcome, video 100. This is awesome. Yeah, I got nothing. And frankly, if I may, I don't think I need to have anything either. I don't think I need to either make this big dramatic episode, either looking back to the past or going forward into the future. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like making montages as much as the next person. I like being all sentimental or producing massive creative projects. But I think that I do that enough in OP. I think that OP speaks for itself. The only thing I really have to say in this episode, if we are considering it a milestone, is thank you. Thank you so much for supporting this series all the way through this tumultuous season and the one before it. And thank you for believing in my stupid ability to make stupid things in ways that are somehow interesting to somebody. Thank you. You know, I remember all the way back in video 1 when the videos were still only and exclusively about my projects, and how that lasted for a total of 3 weeks before I had a creative crisis and redesigned it. God, I hate those videos now. They're so obscenely cringy, I can't bear to watch them. Alongside some personal reasons that I'm not going to go into. Those were good times. Oh, remember week 6? You would not believe how happy I was when week 81 overtook it in views. It was such a bad video. Why did it hit top spot? Oh, and when I was working on Torpler, man, some of the videos around them were really good and some of them were god-awful. It was a real mixed bag. Now, I know that most people didn't like week 10, but it's still one of my favorites in the list. And how when Torpler released, I gave up for a good few weeks. First literally and then near literally, I guess. Man. And then we hit the golden times when I started to recommit to improving the production of the project, trying to get more and more fancy, and then closing out that time by producing one of the most revered episodes, at least in my opinion, of the entire series. Weird to think of that as just a quarter of the way through this journey. Things slowed down a little bit after that. I had a pretty hard breakup going into 2022. Well, as hard as an age 16 breakup can be. It's so weird to think of the fact I was only 16 when I was making those. And all the way back then, I was still talking about the Hackintosh and Home Assistant videos. It's a shame about those. I've just remembered Quicklime. That was... Making a fake video was so funny to me. They underperformed so badly. I'm sure people could tell they weren't real, but they were just really funny. There's a lot of good videos I forget about. The EPQ talk, the tier list, thanks Max, problems with Prodigy. I think I've had a good stride at this point, even if I slipped up a couple times. And emotions don't perform well, I know that much. And then I got burned out. That was brutal. I was just working so hard on SH that I didn't have the time to do OP and everything else together. That's what led to the end of the season. You know, I always forget just how close to the start of 2023 Season 2 was. Episode 59 came out in late November, with Sentimentals in the top viewed video, like 61, 62, and 63 being so early into the season. Maybe that's why they performed so well. I quite liked the videos around this time. 61 to 71 are pretty much all winners in my book, save for maybe 70 and 66. That video is actual trash. It's so weird seeing the passage of time through these videos. Knowing when 71 came out makes it even weirder, and then it's only a few weeks in that I'm discussing NSH plans. And it's only 9 weeks after 71 that I'm in my office. That's mad to me. It doesn't feel like that long. And then the AI video. That did not go as well as I wanted it to. I'm still glad my thoughts are out there, but oh. And then we've got some real punchy ones. NSO site launching, NSH launching as a whole, and then there's a month gap. And that was a brutal time on me, but looking back I understand why it was so hard to keep making. I mean, I made like 50 videos preparing for that, and I'm only doing that again now, but with more complex videos. It's a real risk I'm taking here. And then we have the modern runs of pre-prepared and scripted. Mixed bag there, we've had some real winners and quite a couple duds. Oh well, they work for me. And then we have now, I guess. I feel weird reflecting about OP. So much of my life is recorded to turn it into a highlights reel. It feels so off now. Especially with how many videos are already prepped and coming up. Am I really able to do that again? Oh, well, I guess this'll do. See you next week.